Okay. What characterizes your generation?
I think our generation is a very modern and digital world. Um, it's very expected, it's highly expected of young people to have a cell phone and a computer. For an example, in this high school, everyone needs to have a computer with them because we make all of our researches on the computer instead of reading a book. So what do you think characterizes?
Maybe the social medias, because everybody has to have has Facebook and Snapchat and Instagram. It's like where we communicate now.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I just read an article about Instagram, and that article shows that a lot of young people live a fake life on Instagram. They post all of these pictures, and then other young people they think that their lives are fantastic, and then they get emotional because they don't know, like they don't think their life are so fantastic like everyone else's. But in realistic, it's just like a fake life. You post all these pictures of when you're having good times, but all people have bad times.
Yes.
So what makes your generation different from the previous ones?
Like when my mother was young, you could go without a top if you want to, like it wasn't a big deal. But now, if you just show a little skin, you get
Judged?
yes, judged like a whore or something bad. But yes.
Yeah, that was something bad. I also think there, of course, something good. One of the things could be that we can travel all around the world. For example, my grandmother, it was not everyone that could travel, and now like, almost everyone go on holidays. It doesn't have to be like out of country, but it could also just be like go to the other end of Denmark. It's just like everyone can travel if they want to, or if they can't, they could just like go to the beach because we have cars. And like I just think it's a smaller world now because we know all of the different countries, and we have planes that can take us around now. So it's just like a smaller world, and we can travel. So that's a good thing. So
We're a lot. We're more free than we were before.
yeah, I agree.
What does growing up mean to you and your friends?
I mean, it's both good and bad. The good parts is that you get more independent. Like you don't want your parents to hold your hands walking to school. Like you want to go by yourself or take the bus. Like you can do all of those things, and you get more independent growing up. But I mean, sometimes young people, they grow up too fast. Like they watch all of these movies or like different things that can be very scary, and some parents actually don't realize what their kids are watching, or maybe there are problems at school, but doesn't really tell their parents. I mean, sometimes smaller children can be too independent, and they still need their mom and dad. Like, I mean, we still need our mom and dad. Sometimes it's like you need to talk to an adult, and I think so. It's just good and bad to like be more independent. Definitely. What do you think?
And that's why it's good, because it's not everybody who can talk to their parents. So it's good we have some other adults, like our teachers or our friends' parents or something, someone you can trust to talk with.
Yeah, I agree. So what's most important?
That we feel safe. I don't know, something about that.
Yeah. I mean, I agree, and I think it's also about finding your own identity. Like, finding the friends that you can trust, not just like adults, but because young people, they need friends too, like their own age. And I definitely believe in if you find some good friends, it will create like your own identity. It's a part of creating your own identity. Also, school and what kind of education you choose, and in the smaller classes and grades, it's also the teachers that can influence you. So, yeah, I think that's important too, to finding your own identity and being more independent.
Mm.
So, which are your biggest challenges as a generation?
Maybe that you get judged very fast. That if you just if someone looks at you, they got an opinion of you like in 2 seconds. They don't know they don't really know you, but they think they do. So
Yeah.
just think something.
I mean, I agree. Also, like, if a girl is wearing like a red shirt, sometimes people will look at her and say, "Oh, she just wants attention." And maybe she doesn't want attention, but just wants to wear a red shirt. Like, that's completely normal. And I think a lot of young people have eating disorders or just like disorders in general. And I think it's because all of the judging and because of social media, because you sometimes everything looks so fantastic and you just can't realize that that's just fake. It's not like everyone has fantastic days every single day. So I definitely think that's a challenge. And just like the ethics surrounding communication gets lost because of the social media, I just don't think it's right that we communicate over social media all the time. I think definitely it's smart because we don't have to like send a letter and it takes 7 days to get a message from me to someone else. So that's smart, but at the same time we need face-to-face conversations.
Yes, and it's always not, and it's also because of that, like you get judged. To go back to that, like a lot of girls has a very big problems about their what's it,
How they look.
yeah, how they look, because of the beauty ideals, like big boobs and a lot of ass and like that.
So, biggest fears. What do you think? I mean,
I don't know.
what we just said could be like the biggest fears. Like, for me, it's definitely that I want to find my identity and I don't want to be judged finding it. Like, I want to just be who I am, I guess. But
Yes.
yeah.
I fear that I don't know about what I will do. Like I don't know what I want right now. I'm also very young, but I don't really know.
I don't either,
So-
so don't worry about that. Yeah.
But I hope I found out. So, what's the best thing about growing up today? Like you have a lot of freedom. You can almost do what you want with boundaries. But yes,
Yeah, I agree. Like also the travel thing, I think is the best part of growing up today. And yeah, I just think we have so many opportunities both for education, especially here in Denmark. So I just think we just really have to appreciate that.
yeah.